In 1998, a small family moved into a house in rural. The house had been listed for months, yet no one had ever stayed longer than a few days. The locals avoided talking about it. Some even refused to pass by after sunset. The Miller family ignored the warnings, thinking it was just superstition. But on their very first night, strange things began. The house creaked louder than normal, even when there was no wind. The lights flickered without reason, and at exactly 3:17 a.m., their youngest daughter woke up crying, saying she heard someone walking inside the walls. At first, the parents tried to calm her down. They checked every room, every corner, every door. Nothing was there. But when they returned to their bedroom, they heard it too. A slow, dragging sound coming from inside the structure of the house. It wasn't outside. It was inside the walls. That night, no one slept. And this was only the beginning of what they were about to discover inside the house that was never truly empty.
The next night, the sound returned. This time, it was louder and more consistent. It was not random anymore. It had rhythm, like someone was trying to communicate through the walls. The father grabbed a flashlight and pressed his ear against the wall. What he heard made his body freeze. It sounded
Slow,
like breathing,
deep,
and very close. The mother insisted it must be an animal trapped somewhere inside the structure. But deep down, none of them believed it. The house felt alive. Every corner seemed to watch them. Every sound felt intentional. The daughter started refusing to sleep in her room, saying she saw shadows moving when the lights were off. That night, the family decided to record the sound. They placed a phone against the wall and pressed record. For several minutes, there was silence. Then suddenly, a clear knock came from the inside. One knock. Then another. And then, a response. The pattern was not random. It was answering them. That was the moment they realized something horrifying. Whatever was inside the wall knew they were listening.
They called a contractor to inspect the wall. When the workers arrived, they dismissed the story as stress or imagination. But everything changed when they started breaking the drywall. As soon as the first layer came off, a cold air rushed out. It was unnatural. The temperature inside the room dropped instantly. The workers stopped. Behind the wall was a hollow space. Not just empty space, but a structured area, like a room that was never meant to be found. The father stepped forward with a flashlight. What he saw made him step back immediately. Inside was a small hidden chamber. There was no door from the outside, no record of it in the house plans. And yet it existed. On the walls were markings, not random scratches, but drawings, detailed drawings of the entire house. Every room, every corner, every angle. It looked like someone had been studying the house for years. But there was something worse. The drawings were recent, fresh pencil marks, meaning someone had been inside that hidden space not long ago. The question now was not what was inside the wall, but who had been living inside it without anyone knowing. The family stood in silence, trying to process what they were seeing. The hidden room was not just a space. It was a surveillance point. Whoever had been here knew every movement inside the house. Every room was mapped perfectly, but there were no signs of entry or exit, no footprints, no belongings, nothing that explained how someone could live inside the walls for so long without being detected. The contractor tried to remain calm, but even he admitted he had never seen anything like this in his entire career. Then something even more disturbing happened. One of the drawings showed the family sleeping in their rooms, drawn from above, like someone had been watching them at night. The mother dropped the flashlight. The father pulled everyone out immediately. They did not stay another minute in that house. Authorities were called, but by the time anyone returned, the hidden room had changed. The drawings were gone. The space was empty, as if it had never existed. The house was sealed and abandoned permanently. But locals still say that at night, faint scratching sounds can still be heard from inside the walls, even though no one lives there anymore.